watched Tom Aspinall work in training and during his amateur and early pro career, felt like they were looking at a future UFC heavyweight champion. Tom Aspinall has every skill you would want from a big man. Moves exceedingly well. His speed is going to be a real problem in theory for the opposition tonight, and most of these heavyweights just are not as fleet of foot. That says nothing of his grappling game. This is the longtime grappling coach for Team Cowbon. He has every skill in his mixed martial arts arsenal, and scary proposition for the rest of the heavyweight division. Can't get worse. So here he is, one of the consensus greatest of all time, the newly minted UFC heavyweight champion, Jon Bones Jones. And I think by and large, this sport is better when he is in it. Tonight, he tries to successfully defend his UFC heavyweight title.
Yeah, Jon Jones at heavyweight is something that we have waited for a really long time. And to say that he delivered would be a massive understatement as he won the fight the way that he did. Jon Jones, once again, building on such a strong legacy.
Few guys relish fight night as much as Jon Jones. You see him grinning ear to ear as soon as he hits the tunnel. We'll see how it goes on title defense number 1. Jon Bones Jones steps inside the octagon and is ready to fight. Now let's get you our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. And now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the octagon is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Tom Aspinall. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Jon Bones Jones!
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. All right, so here we are back in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Truly an MMA hotbed. This UNESC arena has been a host to any number of different historical moments in the UFC, and perhaps some more UFC history here tonight, champ.
In one of the biggest moments for women Brazilian fighters, Amanda Nunes fought there and retained her title. Jessica Andrade knocked out World Dominus to become the UFC strawweight champion. This is a great arena for great fights, and some of the best Brazilian performances were had in this arena.
Jones is in half guard. All right, side control now. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control, because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
Aspinall getting peppered here from the top. He's got to figure out a way to cover up. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys start to attack triangles.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
All right, well, this is Jon Jones's wheelhouse right here, the ground and pound. Just a devastating ground striker, and his opponent may not be long for this.
You know, we have seen Jones do this before in his career. When he gets you down, he is so long that even from your guard, he can land brutal elbows and cause so much damage. That has been the game plan tonight, and you can see that what Jones set out to do, he is accomplishing. They should be very proud, his team in his corner. Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Oh, there's some good ground and pound here, and some swelling has now been caused on his opponent. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Goes to the body there. Keep that pressure. 30 seconds now to go in round 1. Beautiful jab by him there, really taking advantage of what is an obvious edge and reach. Final seconds. Round 2 is next.
Take a deep breath and recover. This next round, you really want to focus on ground control. You have to set up your takedown. I want you to maintain dominance.
All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round here.
It's very fast leg kick lands for him.
Big power shot there. Bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad on his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night. Oh!
All right, let's go. Let's get those hands.
Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover and...
Oh, he jumped guillotine right away. That guillotine is tight.
Oh, how about this as he jumps to try to count? Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition. Knee on belly.
Ooh, good movement to avoid that strike from the top. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Aspinall.
He's in the mount.
He is really doing a nice job with his head movement here defensively on the ground to avoid further.
Gotta be careful here.
All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you gotta look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Lands the ground and pound strike here. And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground.
Great defense by the defensive fighter.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's
right.
Very dangerous. But if...
Oh, he's got his back. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Round 3 next. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is going to be stopped due to the swelling.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with this 3rd round of this championship fight.
Nice shot.
Straight punch lands. That's as good a punch as he's thrown all night.
The punch that lands down the middle, the one that you don't feel is the ones that land perfect, and that one landed perfectly.
Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
Nicely done. Ground and pound, the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position, and you see this fighter today loves it too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
Aspinall's right back to the full mount here.
In the half guard.
Going for the arm here. Oh, that looks wicked tight.
It's getting tight now, he's advancing. Oh, now he's in trouble.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Under 2 minutes to go in the round. Pretty athletic off his back to avoid that strike from the top. Oh, man, that swelled area getting worse with every passing strike. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten. Yes, smart adjustment. Yep.
All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition. Your opponent was trying to.
15 seconds. Good work from the top here by Jones. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds.
Stop.
Heading back to the corner now. Aspinall's eye starting to look pretty bad. He absorbed a lot of damage over those 5 minutes. We'll see if the cut man can do anything about that. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much. And if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defenses.
You ready to fight? You ready?
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our 4th round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you got it. Oh, man, he hurt.
Oh, crippling knee to the body. rock.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates. Guillotine jump.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Stay in there, buddy. Recompose.
Getting him out here.
Aspinall's eye does not look real good right now. It actually is starting to swell shut, so that will be something that bears watching as this fight continues.
Oh, you gotta be careful there, yeah?
Big shots here. Oh!
It's over.
Jon Jones! What a result in Rio, a stunner!
Holy.
So no judges needed tonight as he pounds him out for the TKO. I'm hoping I get an invite to the afterparty. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
And once he got to the top, he started to land brutal ground and pound until the fight was called off. Just a dominant performance from the top position.
Back inside the octagon once again, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 54 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by TKO, and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Jon